Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock and this video is for entertainment purposes only. Today we're taking a look at crypto. We're taking a look at Bitcoin and, well, Ethereum, and we might mention a few altcoins in there as well. I think Ethereum has some interesting things coming up, things that I would like to point out, and also talk about some price action to expect between now and the end of 2021, so maybe even into Q1 of 2022, as these next 6 months that we have here should be pretty exciting for us in the crypto space before we reevaluate, or I guess we do that throughout, and really see what's going on and really see just how far this bull run can take us. So with that said, let's get ready to rock. Welcome back. For those of you who are interested, down in the description, find a link to my Patreon. You can click that, head on over, and then sign up. You'll get access to my community of investors who are over there. They are just awesome, incredible people who are very passionate about finance and investing. So if that sounds like something you're interested in and you're also one of those people, we'd absolutely love to have you over there. So again, that link for the Patreon is down in the description. Also, Moon Weeble, you can sign up, deposit your money, and get your free stocks. I get free stocks for the referral. So with that said, there's one more thing. Like button if you like this video, subscribe button to see more of my videos, and the notification bell, just ring it to see anytime that more of my videos come out. With that said, let's move right on to the cryptos. All right, so we're taking a look at my friend coinmarketcap.com, and you can see Bitcoin. Bitcoin was actually up at 49,000. It was a little bit over it when I took a peek at it earlier. We'll take a look to see what that high price was in just a moment here. So Bitcoin certainly in good shape. Ethereum still flirting. We can't decide if it's between that 3,300 per Ether token or if it's going to be 3,400. And I think that we have some incredible things coming up for Ethereum. And so we'll take a look at what's coming up with the Altair upgrade to the beacon chain and talk about what's going on there, and also the hackathon and the summit that's going on right now for Ethereum, and a date that I think is going to be pretty important for us for price action. And so we're going to have to take a look and see if it really will play out the way that I think it's going to, and it could be something that we get some good news, but maybe not the thing that we're looking for. So let's move on from that. Cardano, currently down about 3% at 219, so still up off its recent lows, but it's still sort of hovering and still marking time a little bit. Still hasn't broken back into that full breakout mode yet. So right now the question is, are we seeing a bull trap or are we back to the bull run? I think that there's some prices that we have to overtake, and like I said, we'll take a quick look at Bitcoin and then spend a little bit more time with Ethereum to make that decision. Solana peaked just under $180 per SOL token recently, so that's something else that we want to check out. And you can see it's up almost 20% over the past 7 days and down just about 2% for the day. So I think that we're kind of resting and ramping up for that next leg up, so we'll have to watch that one. Polkadot just over 31. This one up just 10% over the past 7 days, down about 3% for the day. And this is one I don't think that breakout moment has really happened yet. The parachains are something to pay attention to there. The Terra Luna token is doing incredibly well, up about 25% for the week and up almost 12% for the day. So almost half of that past 7 days is today's price action alone. And then Chainlink up over 25. I think that puts us in really good shape right now. And then Polygon sitting at about $1.27, considering this went almost back down to $1. If you bought into this, if you dollar cost average or initiated a position during its most recent sell-off, you're already up about 25% of your money from its lowest point. So most likely to catch it at the bottom, but still to be anywhere from that 10 to 20% range even is still an incredible little jump back up that we have. Not the biggest. I mean, you take a look at Axie Infinity, it more than doubled over the past 7 days, and it's up about 1% for the day. So just awesome stuff there. All right, enough of a small recap. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, there we go. Taking a look at the chart that we have here with the candles as they pop up, you can see that we have a really nice breakout up over. There we go. Let that thing load, and we'll zoom into the more recent price action. You can see the sell-off off those highs. We can put a diagonal line straight down from them, and we had to break up above that, and we did. We broke up above that, but now we're back at this previous high. We need to keep pushing in order to break that resistance, and we actually have a decent flag formation here following this sell-off, and we also have a decent amount of retracement as well that we could possibly see, whether it's out of volume in that price action or significant price action pushing us up over this other high. Let me see, right here around just under 50,000, and then this double top that we have more recently just around 52.5, looking for BTC right here. And so we could be seeing that next leg up sometime soon for Bitcoin and for Ethereum. Now, October could be a tricky month for us. September was one heck of a month for crypto for as far as sell-off goes and meager price action, weak price action. And I think that this could be a time where we might see a little bit mixed, or maybe towards the middle or end of October is when we really start to see that take off and then next leg up through Q4. So we're going to have to watch that and see if that happens. Now, when we look at Ethereum, you can see we can't decide if we want to break out up above that $3,400 for ETH. And I think that this is a beautiful little formation that we have coming up here, and that we have this candle with this long tail on the bottom side of this, that even though it is a drop down, we still have the bulls coming in and pushing that price back upward. We have decent volume at these prices as well, that this is a very contended spot. So if we zoom out on that, I do want to show this. Let me snag one of these lines, and I think I want to use the rallied tool that we have here, and I'll go off this bottom and show that part right there that goes off these lows that we have. As a matter of fact, I'll adjust that just a little bit to be a little bit more clean. And then also using that rallied tool again off these, I'm going to call them minor highs that we have here. This, I think, is a really important channel that we have. Maybe bring that down just a little bit. I know I'm being particular here. I'm sorry. It's the way that I am. So I have this channel here, and right now I said that if we stay below that channel, we could find resistance, and so far we're having very tough time breaking through that resistance at this level right now. And as a matter of fact, there's one more that we can draw, and it comes off of these greater highs that we have here, maybe about there, just to keep it parallel, that it would show us decently from where we're at right now, where else we would find that sort of price resistance from where we're at. So this is something that could really be hindering for us on the top side of things with the resistance in the near future. It's something that's important to break above so that it can turn back into support and return to this primary channel that we've been in through a lot of 2021. And if we break above that out of the channel to the top side, then we still have this next one. Maybe not as strong of resistance, but it's still one that I think that we can bump into that could be a mitigating factor for us for price action throughout Q4. But I still think we're in a very bullish position. Look here as I zoom out. The fact that we have this steady upward climb, we have been on a bull run this entire time with some more minor bearish movements in between. So just notes of it. You'll notice I chopped out this higher high and this extreme lower low that we have here, and everything else has kind of stuck to this middle, besides this most recent sell-off that we saw in crypto as we kind of persevered and weathered our way through September. That was definitely a rough time for us as well. So these values down here, when we drop below them, we seem to quickly return to this channel, whether it's up into it or if we bump up against the top of it as resistance. Now, about important things that are coming up. If we go over here, this is talk about a bug bounty for the Altair upgrade, and talks about the punitive parameters that were made at public in EIP 2982. So this is where you find about misbehaving nodes and everything. So the staking that you have, if your staking node goes down for too long, or if it's something where there's malicious intent involved in it, this is where that upgrade takes place. It's more of those punitive measures on the beacon chain, which when we get the merge between the mainnet and the beacon chain, that's something that is going to impact people who are using proof of stake. Well, everyone will be using proof of stake when we get that merge, as the consensus algorithm that's taking place for Ethereum, which should drop the power significantly down, over 99% more efficient energy-wise than what we have right now with proof of work. It should also get rid of the selling pressure that we have right now from the miners, where ETH gets dumped back onto the market because you get rewarded for staking your ETH, and so holding on to it and using it with those rewards to get a return on that as an annualized interest payment is something that would be more desirable and something that we see happen more often on the Ethereum network. So this article that I have right here is about finding bugs in the network with the $50,000 bug bounty that's out there, and it talks about the Altair upgrade promising double rewards to the finder. So if they find bugs that are specifically dealing with that upgrade, making sure that it's a nice, smooth, and secure transition from the mainnet to the beacon chain. These are absolutely definite things that we want to see, and with that Altair upgrade happening, that it keeps that proof of stake network continuing on that beacon chain in a very safe and secure way, that things aren't going to get messed up for people and cause them to accidentally have their ETH slashed, because I don't think that would go over very well to watch the Ethereum, the Ether that they have go up in smoke. So moving on from there, This is on ethereum.org, and going to the community tab that we have up here and scrolling down to upcoming events. Right now we're in the middle of the virtual summit and hackathon for ETH Global, and you can see it runs from the 17th of September through the 15th of October. And so by clicking on that, it brings you over to this page, and there's the 24th, the 1st, the 8th, and you can hit learn more, you could register, you can attend, all that kind of stuff, just like you could with the Cardano Summit. When you come to the October 15th tab for the summits, you get this one right here that says Ethereum after the merge, and Vitalik Buterin, the Ethereum Foundation, the creator of Ethereum, he speaks in that one. And if we go to the schedule for it, you can see finale and merge and scalability summit talk. And for that, we have Marius van der Weeden talking. I'm probably saying that wrong. You guys can always correct me if you'd like to. I'm terrible with names. And then finally Vitalik comes in last at 1:30 Eastern Daylight Time on Friday, October the 15th, to talk about the finale, the merge between the mainnet and the beacon chain, and the scalability summit. So that would be moving on from proof of stake to sharding. Now with this, Altair, by the way, goes live on October the 27th. This takes place 12 days prior to that going live. So with this talk going on during the summit, I wonder if we will get a beacon chain mainnet merge date announcement, or at least maybe a more narrow window, a more specific window of time when we can expect that merge to happen, and that full switch from the proof of work that we're at right now over to moving on to the beacon chain where proof of stake is taking place. So if we hear that, that could be something that could be a catalyst for us for price action for Ethereum. So we want to keep our eyes on this finale that we have going on about the merge and the scalability summit on Friday, the October the 15th. You want to put that on your calendars if you are bullish on Ethereum, watching that for any sign of really good news, any sort of major announcements that might happen as a result of this. As a matter of fact, you can put it for noon just in case Marius here has something to tell us as well. Maybe between the two of these fellas that we find out something about when that merge is going to happen. If they don't give us a specific date, maybe they'll at least give us a window like January 2022 or Q1 2022. Hopefully it's more specific than a quarter, because the quarter's 3 months long. Within a month would be excellent. If they say early January or late January, I think that then we're getting to be in a pretty significant zone. If they give us a specific date, if they come out and give, for example, January 10th as being that date that they expect it to happen, and I totally just made that up, just so you know, just for example's sake, giving that specific date is going to be much better for Ethereum than giving a time frame. If they do give a time frame within a month, I think that we're good to see maybe some decent price action to know what to expect for Ethereum moving forward from here. I'd be a little bit more encouraged to think that we were going to get a specific date if the Altair upgrade already happened. That's taking place on October the 27th. The fact that this happens, this summit happens 12 days prior to that upgrade going in place, I don't know if they'll actually give us a specific date without Altair going live first. So let me summarize. Crypto, I think crypto is in the midst of that bull run. I think it's still continuing. We have a lot of institutions that are after this, lots of big money, lots of retail interest, and I think even the financial markets put a lot of recognition. For instance, T+0, like instant settlement, is something like, if we think back to January with GameStop and how much T+2 caused difficulty for people, that there wasn't instantaneous settlements with those transactions, that there was a 2-day, a 48-hour, or 2 business day waiting time for that to take place. Like, that's just unreasonable by today's standards. So that's something that I think about that, is also going to put progress into that DeFi space and also some decentralized exchanges, and that we're just going to make that migration sooner than later. And there's a lot that's going on with DeFi itself outside of just the trading markets, the financial markets that are out there. But also lending is a big one that's out there. Getting actual interest rates that are meaningful outside of like a savings account. I think my checking account actually, I think gets maybe 0.1 or 0.01% interest or something like that per year versus the 6, 7, 8% that are out there right now in the DeFi space. Or even just staking your tokens, you can pull down like 5 and 6%, and I'm sure there's some better ones, some bigger ones that are out there as well. There's also NFTs, there's also gaming. There's just a lot to be excited about in the crypto space. I think that the bull run's far from over. Bitcoin is still going to be leading the pack by market cap for a little while. Ethereum, I think, is going to take a few 1 to 2 years before maybe within that window we start to see that flippening happen where Ethereum finally does flip Bitcoin by market cap, and it's going to take proof of stake and it's going to take sharding for that to happen. The smoother and faster that transition is, the sooner that we see Ethereum flip Bitcoin. There are other altcoins that are out there, ones that I'm bullish on. I've mentioned those in my other videos. Polygon, Solana, Cardano, for example. Polkadot, those are also very good ones. And plus, other people are asking about Algorand, Luna, what I think of those. There's a lot of really good ones. I would try and find the leaders wherever you go and really draw your attention to those. The more fringe they are and the more narrow use they have, and also you want to check out the vesting schedules that they have for their coins. Were they pre-mined? There's a lot of stuff to be said about these small, really tiny market caps that, yes, they can go up by huge multiples, but they can also be huge for pump and dump and scamming, and you just want to keep your money safe out there. So as far as the crypto run goes with Bitcoin, where does it go? Q4, I think that we're going to see a better return to that stock to flow model. I think that is in the cards for us, and I think for Ethereum, $5,000 end of 2021, I think is something that is definitely within reason, especially if we find out more about that specific day for proof of stake when we have the merge between the mainnet and the beacon chain. That announcement's going to be huge for price action, and I think that's really going to move us forward. And as people see how well that's working out, and as we move into more of a question of scalability for Ethereum, how soon we get to sharding, how effective it actually does prove to be, that we're not just in the theoretical space, that we start to get into the actual scaling up of the efficiency of Ethereum. That's definitely something that we want to see, and as those play out, I think that we're going to find ourselves in really good places, and those transaction fees should also drop as a result, which should be mitigating against some of the layer 2 solutions that are out there, but it will take some time in order for us to get there in the first place. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to check out my Patreon, that link is down in the description. Come over and join the community. We'd absolutely love to have you over there. Also, Moomoo and Weeble, sign up, deposit your money, and get your free stocks, and thank you for the free stocks as well. And then let me see, like button. Eyes wide open, press that like button, very deliberately press it. Serious face, press it. Subscribe button, notification bell to see anytime these videos come out. And let me see, last thing. Oh yeah, I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.